On his first day as a caregiver, the man spilled hot water on his boss's leg just to test whether his boss truly had no feelings. During dinner, he purposely sent the food to his boss's eyes to sneak a look at the secretary, shaved his boss's beard, and constantly played pranks, leaving the beard in a complete mess. He never treated his boss as a disabled person. Strangely, despite his rude behavior, the boss didn't fire him, but instead seemed to enjoy it. A month ago, Driss came to Philip's house for an interview. But instead of waiting in line, he boldly walked into the room and asked Philip to sign a rejection slip. It turned out that Driss only wanted to be rejected 3 times so he could collect unemployment benefits, and he never intended to get the job. When Philip asked if he had other pursuits, Driss's honesty made Philip feel at ease. Facing this humorous black man, Philip decided to give him a 1-month trial period. However, Driss's job included manually helping Philip with bowel movements, which Driss found difficult to accept. He immediately protested to the housekeeper. Despite his lazy work ethic, Philip was never dissatisfied with him. Friends around Philip warned him that Driss had violent tendencies, had just been released from prison, and, as a man from the slums, lacked empathy. But Philip felt that this was exactly what he needed. With Philip's reputation and status, people around him were always respectful, especially after his disability. However, Driss never treated him as a disabled person. This carefree, playful friendship was something Philip never experienced before his paralysis. Beyond their work relationship, they were like old friends. Philip even bought Driss a suit. Soon, Philip's birthday arrived, and many distinguished guests attended. However, Driss thought the program arranged by the housekeeper was dull. After the band played Philip's favorite song, Driss took out his portable music player and played upbeat pop music. His dynamic dance ignited the atmosphere, and soon everyone in the room joined in, dancing and celebrating. Seeing his happy friends, Philip smiled. This was undoubtedly his most memorable birthday. But the good times didn't last. Driss's brother arrived with a wound, having gotten into trouble with the gang. For Driss, working at Philip's house was an escape from reality, but he knew that eventually he would have to face his family responsibilities. So he went outside to call his sister and told her not to let their mother know. Philip, who overheard this, suddenly realized that even though he was having a great time with Driss, Driss still had his own family and life. If Driss chose to continue working here and be by his side 24/7, he would have to give up his own family.
Je crois qu'on va s'arrêter là. De toute façon, vous n'alliez pas pousser un handicapé toute votre vie. Vous avez travaillé, vous avez bien le mérite.
The next day, Driss packed his bags, and the secretary he had been pursuing came to bid him farewell. People around expressed their reluctance, but Philip didn't appear that day. He stayed in his room, watching Driss leave. After Driss left, Philip hired a new caregiver. The new caregiver was very strict, always wearing a white coat, and every action was like a rule from a book, cold and mechanical, constantly reminding Philip that he was a disabled person. Philip began to fall into depression, no longer allowing anyone near him, not even to clean his beard. His condition worsened, and the housekeeper, unable to bear it any longer, decided to ask Driss to